The Eucharist is God. Now, if you're Catholic, this is no foreign concept to you. But if you're Protestant, then this sounds absurd. First off, how do we know that a piece of bread could become God? Well, in 3 of the 4 Gospels, Jesus says, "This is my body." Never once does he say, "This is like my body," or "This represents my body." No, he says, "This is my body." Some would argue, but it doesn't look like flesh or blood. How do you explain that? Well, honestly, that's easy to explain. There are 2 natures to everything: what it looks like and what it is. To elaborate, imagine a man who is getting old. He has salt and pepper hair, a big beard, and is a bit overweight. Now this man decides that he is not content with his way of life, so he makes a complete change. He moves down south, starts working out every day, shaves his beard, and after a while even the color in his hair comes back. At this point, if you ran into this man on the street, you would never recognize him. But he is still the same person. Now, with the Eucharist, it's the opposite. What it looks like stays the same, but what it is changes. Now, the third and final argument would be, how could that guy up there at the altar change what something is? He's just a guy. Well, you're right. He is just a guy. He can't change one thing to another. No one can. But that guy at the altar isn't the one who changes what the bread and wine is. God is. You see, when we celebrate the Mass, we are not representing the Last Supper. We are representing the Last Supper. What's the difference? Well, to represent something is to say one thing is like another, but to represent something is to do it again. That said, when we celebrate the Mass, we are at the Last Supper, where God himself turned the bread into his body and the wine into his blood. The Eucharist is God. That's all for now. Peace out.